Friends say, only thing that matters what it means to me. Yeah, I wrote these verses on a stairway, trying to make some room for the vibe now. Only thing that matters what it means to me. No, it's hard. I done paid my dues even when they overcharge. I done waited back for him when them doors were bars. But ain't no printed large. So I found out later that he wasn't one of ours. See, trust ain't found in the world these days. So many problems getting curled these days. That weight been a drag, look at all these snakes. Gotta find what you love and just stick to it. Long list of things to do, I swear I get to it. I took the blame a lot of years, you won't admit to it. But it's all good cause karma coming when she get to you. And I've been cruising on the road, there ain't no stopping now. I hit the stool, I'm in LA, I get it popping now. Yeah, you know I get that shit popping now. Yeah, real talk. Cause I've been on the road like 10 days. I could care less what your friends say. Only thing that matters what it means to me. Yeah. I wrote these verses on a stairway, trying to make some room for the vibe now. Only thing that matters what it means to me. Underdog shit, I'm in the building, man. Vodka on the beat. I wrote this shit this morning, I'ma try to do it in one take. See what's up. Yeah, you better aim for it. The top spin here, you could've came for it. I've been wavy, got me feeling like a castaway. Not to mention I ain't even make you pay for it. Yeah, you just threw a show the same Saturday. And shorty didn't even wanna stay for it. Yeah, guess we can't believe the words you say, boy. Before you count your blessings, you should pray more. Yeah, say you looking out for me, her cops tell the same story. Yeah, this ain't for no glory, this ain't for nobody shit, homie, don't worry. I pace the road that I'm on, I'm in no hurry. I'm flying straight, shorty, you know you could never curve me. All hands around here, no birdies. All men around here, put your dukes up. Stomach flu bars, make lil' homie puke up. Yeah, I ain't got no time for the bullshit. Yeah, I just wanna find a little time for myself. I ain't even like the fakes that you hang with complacent. Got me feeling like I ain't even being myself. Got no time for the bullshit. Yeah, I just wanna find a little time for myself. I ain't never like the fakes that you hang with complacent. Got me feeling like I can't even be myself. I can't even be myself. Yeah. Around here they turn their passion into gold. Watch it all unfold. Even if I posted my location, couldn't tip me off. Remember all them days we hated teachers trying to piss them off. Remember all my dogs been off them leashes since they ripped them off. You gon' run into a couple leeches when you at the top. People tend to fall asleep on you when you against the odds. Even if I had $1 million, wouldn't pay the cost of being someone else. The chains get heavy when you ain't believe yourself. Pain get deadly when you ain't tend to your health. God told me, son, don't you stay focused on the wealth. The value go down if you just keep it on the shelf. Hey, let that sink in. Shit, I'm talking about my words, I'm in the deep end. My feet departed from the earth, we in agreement. We in agreement, yeah, we in agreement.
Manly courts, bro.
We'll be getting started in just a few minutes.
I pray to God that I make it home. My eyes stay wide open like a wide owl. You know the beat on point like a metronome. The police wanna see us on a timeout. The police only see us when it's night out. Can't on my ass, bullets in my back. Somebody should've warned me when I woke up, yeah, that I probably wouldn't have a chance. Can't make a promise when it never lasts. Can't even fix the palms when they in your past. So I don't pay it mind if it don't pay my time. Hey, how you heal the blind if you ain't got the vision? My soul says it all, I'ma shine on them. Rather pay for dates instead of pay attention. Ain't no 6ix9ine, won't drop a dime on them. The dry fist for one of mine, don't make me slide on ya. You a clown, somebody gon' throw the pie on ya. That's right. I can feel it coming, y'all ain't phasing me. Y'all wouldn't even step to the basic me. You got nothing important to say to me. Leave it that. Yeah. Time ain't waiting up for no man. Time ain't like one love too. All my dogs ain't enough for no man. Yeah. Time ain't waiting up. Time ain't waiting up. Time ain't waiting up for no man. You just gonna let it vibe out. Time ain't waiting up. Time ain't waiting up for no man. Some underdog shit per usual. Time ain't waiting up. Time ain't waiting up for no man. Yeah, look. Hey, don't try to get next to me. Even if I sneezed on him, don't you try blessing me. He's been up for weeks, homie, building a recipe. What is even sleep when they sleep on me regularly? Make them pay a fee just to hear what I drop every week. Yeah, you know how this thing go. I've been humble way too long, wait till this unfold. I'm still fighting on my own, I'ma need that dome. Tell shorty slide, I'ma need that throw. Bonafide young artists, we ain't on the same boat. Don't stay making up excuses, I got reasons to grow. This ain't luck what you expect when you hang with the pros. The road get tough on the come up, gotta swerve on these hoes. Watch this gas get funnel, this that fuel for the soul. Got me feeling like cold, got me feeling like I'm finally started reaching my goals. The world's getting colder, my bro, keep some heat in this coat. Please don't get offended off any of the shit that I wrote. I turned a pendant from a penny, hope you taking some notes. I felt the pain way heavy, you can't carry this load. I seen the waves that I'm making when I'm buried afloat. Not just a phase, but I'm ready to commit to it all. I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. Homie spit like he been through it all. Shit. Not at all, not at all, not at all, yeah. Hey, time ain't waiting up for no man, I say. Time ain't waiting up, time ain't waiting up. Time ain't waiting up for no man, I said. Time ain't waiting up, time ain't waiting up. Time ain't waiting up for no man, I said. Time ain't waiting up, time ain't waiting up. Time ain't waiting up for no man. You gotta get it while this shit is on the block, yeah. Yeah. You gotta get it while this shit is on the block. Yeah.
Vixen.
Yeah. Rolling up some good shit, yeah. I put my palms in the air one time. Life ain't fair sometimes, but we still got the music. My OG still mobbing in the building.
Start my oldest bad luck, the black cats,
like
bitch.
Fuck
you.
My homie still trying fuck the booth.
Fucking horse teeth.
I just took a chance with the
Black
red
cat,
pill.
bro.
Man, I should've just stuck to the blue. Learn some truth on the way I won't speak on.
Don't be on there talking,
I hope it be gone.
Talking about
by the morning time I won't see y'all. The homie Weezy
a bunch of
swoop me up
bitches.
in a knee song. Gone by the
Talk shit about my cats, bro.
I'm not finna show y'all how many scars that I got from time setting the bar. You couldn't sit in the car without a couple beats playing. I used to freestyle outside the garage. Roll 5 Dutches, this is not a mirage. Make these stories when I form a collage.
Omegula.
I'ma need a massage.
What is Omegula in reference
like a baby fall asleep in the arms. I used to fall asleep in the car.
Is the activity
Try to
increase
tell me what I
that
need.
acts as an alarm
I've been
signal for
manifesting all my
stressful events
dreams. It's
and
no
helps
wonder
protect
why
us from
I've been
danger.
investing all of my cheese. I got a
Omegula?
purpose
So
and it
is that
seems
part of the fight or
only
fight or
time
flight
I feel something.
process of
You go.
When the beat
Yes, sir.
yeah. when the beat
Exactly. Mundo. Right there in the back part of our brain, right there.
time I feel something, yeah.
No, this is the prefrontal cortex decision-making fucking part of the brain. It gets all fuzzy when you're drunk. You make bad decisions. Yeah. Well, usually for me, anyway.
And then the hippocampus assists with learning, remembering, and storage, including how to remember and shit like that.
Your dendrite. Basically, you already remember things that remember shit. Dendrite. Good story. Your memory story. Your memory story.
Hey, why does my hat look backwards on my camera? Does my hat not fucking...
It says goat farm.
Yeah, this is goat farm.
I'm gone.
Dude.
You won't have to hear me in your ear about the place I gotta make.
Everybody else can see it.
It's no problem. Yeah, hating on the low
shit.
will only break away the soul until you take the time to figure how to solve them.
I can't wait to go there and play you a Madden in person.
One day, swear to God, y'all gon' feel us. Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Love.
No, I'm gonna continue, but watch.
Just a servant and needed some service. I'm just
Shit's gonna be crazy.
Man that needed some purpose. I know I heard a lot of people didn't do it on purpose. Fingernails wore down from scratching the surface. Pin and tail on me, shorty. I know I deserve it. A lot of clowns in my
I think I got you one game. I know I beat you at least once.
Couldn't lie to my face.
I was calling you earlier because I was at State buying this camera and I wanted to see which one was Gucci, but the chick was like, no, this one's fine right here. You can get this. I was like, all right, cool.
Homie, you could taste the pavement when we low ride. Worked hard till we stumbled on the gold mine.
Go to bed.
We want more shine. It's hard pushing them when they got
you were in and you were out.
Ways from the coastline. Address all of your concerns in the meantime.
Yeah, took that 4x4 in and knocked your ass out.
I'm gone. You won't have to hear me in your ear about the place I gotta make. No. It's no problem.
Why didn't you retract that message?
Break away the soul until you take the time to figure how to go. Yeah, it's no problem.
Did they delete that message?
Let that shit right out.
They're sucking.
We in the building. Shout out my brother Iron Chef.
Shout out to my friend Pearl.
We in Rancho Cordova, man, where the hits be made. Born in the studio.
My friend Pearl commented in the chat.
Shout out the whole gang.
It says message retracted.
I'm shrooming.
Say Guten Tag. Guten Tag. You're friends. Gang.
We out here.
You know the fucking
Taking a quick dab, you know?
Watch, take the glasses off, you're instantly older.
Yo,
I'm telling you,
he
it's
looks
the
completely
French
older with the
effect.
glasses off, right?
I'm telling you, it's
you
the
ready?
smart
You ready?
French
We're,
effect.
we're in our 20s right here. You ready? And then now we're in our 30s a little bit, you know?
All right. Well, welcome everybody. This is our mental health meeting of the week. It is Wednesday, February 19, 2022. So it's about our, 6th or 7th meeting this year. And yeah, so I just wanted to tap in with everybody while they're here doing their thing. And I appreciate everybody that's being able to hear. If you're watching on YouTube Live, we do appreciate you. BornEvil.tv. I know you've seen the fancy new flyer that's bouncing around right now. I was in the Bahamas for a week, so I had to make it Bahama-like. But I want to more or less invite you. All you got to do is scan that little barcode on the bottom. You'll see the link for the Discord. You can click it. You don't even have to type in anything or anything else. Just scan that barcode. But the websites and everything are listed. We're here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Bada bing. I'm joined by a whole bunch of people, including Bubba, who is at work today, making fire tacos and changing the game.
Car dabs? Anybody? Car dabs?
Yeah, come on, man. This is that shit. We got 16-time world champion Frank and Beans here. Ric Flair is the only other guy that's held the belt that many times, so that we're working good. Mars is here as well, spiritually, physically, metaphysically, and all of those things in between. Julio is here wearing matching outfits that work very well and aesthetically for his camera. God bless you, sir. Carlo, Big Body Bane, Def, they're all here as well. Shout outs to you guys. Love y'all. Welcome back. Who is that camming up? It's Carlo camming. No, it's not. Who is that? It's Def camming up, but it's black. So you can't see. Oh, there he is. There they are.
I got the Band-Aid over the fucking, the webcam.
Oh my god.
You don't want little brother watching you.
Oh my lord, like it's too.
Yeah, you gotta flip off the webcam every now and then to let them know you know.
Like it's
Let them know it's real.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank the GOAT Absurd for making this happen once again. Previously we were doing Mental Health Wednesdays. Wanted to switch that over to the Big BE Be Well Wednesdays. First of all, I just want to check in with everybody who's joined, see how everybody's doing. I know it's been a while since we've all been in here at the same time. I know that things have changed in our lives for the good. We've been challenged. Things are still settling. We're still trying to get adjusted. We're still working towards those things on getting better. So I'm glad to see everybody here because, if you want the opportunity to, intervene or interact in the discussion, you're more than welcome. I'd love to have you guys here. So, I'll just go ahead and start with myself for the week so far. Today's the hump. It's over. Now we're approaching Thursday, Friday Eve is what I like to call it. Personally in my life, in my profession that I do outside of Warrant Evil, I have a certain challenging job where I have to deal with people every day, every second. Good people, bad people, people that are going through life really super hardcore, people that have mental health challenges, people who have been deemed clinically unhealthy or clinically insane, people who are completely engulfed in their drug use that they are no longer seem to be a human being anymore. They're not perceived by the general public as humans. They're beneath dogs. People will see a stray dog and be like, oh my God, we need to get that dog a home, but when they'll see a person who doesn't have a home, it's just kind of like, yeah, don't leave me alone. Don't bother me for money. Kind of got to just bring that same energy. People don't think about it that way. But back to the people that I deal with, the challenge is I'm putting my life at risk. I'm putting my life at jeopardy day in, day out because there is a safety hazard and a safety risk with my job, and that comes with it. It comes with the territory. Just like anybody else's job who has hazards and, whether you're a first responder in the military, construction, those things could be dangerous and challenging, and that's why there's a tremendous amount of safety. Right now, I'm trying to find ways to make my job safer because I know there's other people out there that do my job, and it might be a little bit more fortunate in the areas that they're able to work in. The areas that I work in, they're on the bad side of town. When you go there, all the elements are there: the drugs, the prostitution, just the overall aesthetic look of the areas doesn't look good. But it's my job to improve those areas. It's my job to reach out to those people, to intervene with them, to help them understand the common goal that this is a community and we need to make sure that we're moving forward and not moving backwards, and just ideally just respecting one another and just trying to learn through love, because like in the Bible it says, love thy neighbor. And I'm not trying to go into scripture, but that's a real thing. I've always enjoyed that. Love thy neighbor. That's just real. You should love your neighbor no matter what. You live next to that person. You might need to borrow something. If you have kids, they might grow up and be friends. There's just, and your neighbor doesn't have to be directly next door. It could be across the street or just the person you're in traffic. It could be the person you're in line with. You ever been at a grocery store in line and just started randomly talking to somebody or share a laugh because of what's going on? And it's really simple and it's really easy just to be kind. It really is. Like, just to be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day? How's it going? And then it takes so much energy to be fucking asshole. It takes so much energy to be rude, and it really does. It drains you, like, to react and to be mad and to be upset or to react to somebody and then they try to define you. Those are the challenges. Those are the challenges that we face being humans, just trying to navigate our daily lives, our daily routine. So, I face a lot of danger, and there was a couple of situations where, my life was in jeopardy directly. Like, it went there. And I'm not going to bring up the details, but it was enough for me to want to have a drink. It was enough for me to call a few people that I haven't talked to in a while and just check on them and not really tell them what happened, but just like, hey, at the end of the day, I love you, no matter what. And so, I think it doesn't have to go to that extent, but there's situations that happen to us that they're made to remind us. They're made to give you perspective, to keep you in check, to keep you on the path that you are wanting to go down or that maybe you should be going down, and I've been learning that. I'm going to be 40 years old this year, and I love to learn. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm learning new tricks every day. I love to learn. I'm a sponge. I soak that shit up. I ask questions. I was always taught, and it was a great lesson, that there's never a stupid question, so don't always feel that way. And, the more questions, the better. But you got to take something from that and you got to apply it. And so that's what I've always done. And I continue to make mistakes day in and day out, which leads me to moments of gratitude. So, I've been keeping up in my journal daily. So my moments of gratitude, it asked, what are you grateful for today? And so, I took a couple losses today, and that's fine. I'll admit my losses. I'm gonna celebrate my losses when I celebrate my wins, because I'm able to learn from those losses. I'm able to learn what was done wrong, what wasn't executed properly, was there miscommunication, no communication at all. But I'm just thankful and grateful that I was able to wake up and lose and then still get through the day. I was still able to fail, and I was still able to succeed. I was still able to learn. These are things that I wrote down. But it's like, no matter what, we're still given the opportunity. It's like this piece of paper right here. The lines are provided for you. It's right there, blank for you to fill in. And that's what every day is. No matter if it's a fucked up day, bullshit, drama, just like flat tire, somebody died, just no matter what the circumstances, look at us. We're still right here, able to have this moment, able to talk, able to see one another. No matter what happened, no matter how fucked up, completely messed up it was, we're still here, and we're still have our eyes open. We're still breathing. Our heart's still beating. We're allowed the opportunity every day. It's up to us on how we're going to deal with it. It's up to us to start it and to finish it. It really is. But it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have losses. It's okay to feel the way you feel because they're your feelings, like, people are always so quick to, but yeah, you shouldn't feel that way. Wait a minute. Don't tell me how to feel, because I feel it. That's just like if I burned you, if I had a fucking branding iron and I fucking branded you in the arm, and I'm like, you're like, I fucking hurt. No, don't hurt. No, I fucking feel it in my arm. It fucking hurts. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay? So just know that, like I said, what I was grateful for, I was grateful just to wake up and to do what I needed to do and to put in work and to laugh and to have some arguments and to have a couple losses, go ahead and chalk up them losses. But now I'm already thinking how I could win. I'm already thinking how I'm going to win tomorrow. How I'm going to fucking get a fat ass W, hang that dub up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to approach it. So before I didn't think like that. I continued into the next, it bled over, you know, it rolled over. And then I'm bringing that same mindset and that same energy, and I'm just perpetuating it rather than being like, wait a minute, bro, this is what you need to do. Kick back, relax, slow down, you know, because there was a situation where I got an argument with a person from work, and they were completely in the wrong. They were shouting at me. I was just trying to speak to this person, and they were completely shouting at me, calling me all the names in the book, the worst hate names you could think of, everything, right? And I had to record this for my safety and for legal purposes. And when I play back the video, I'm still disappointed in myself because my voice was still raised, but that's the only way I was able to talk to her. I wasn't trying to, you know, like go down to her level. I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to stoop down to her level. I was just making sure that I was heard, but then when I listened to the video and I watched the video, I could have been heard without saying anything because the actions that were taking place, that shit was being felt and that shit was being heard. So without me having to continue to have a shouting match with this person, I could have just been quiet and continued to film and that been it. And it didn't end well for her, you know, but then there's a process I have to continue, and I have to deal with individuals that are a part of her family and a part of whatever, you know. And that's a part of my job. You know, I live in the area where I work, so I have to see these individuals, no matter who it is, good, bad, happy, sad, you know, mad at me, happy with me, whatever it is, you know, because the job I do, I'm in charge, you know, I'm in a managerial position. So, you know, unfortunately, there's some pros and some cons that go with that, you know, technically, or not technically, but theoretically, you know, the manager, the boss is always somewhat the bad guy in a way, you know, because you have to make those decisions, and it's not always easy to make those decisions, you know, especially when you're an empath, you know, especially when you feel everything these people feel or have even been through everything that they're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing it from when I was a kid and growing up with my mother and not having a father and having a mother who had a huge addiction and, you know, just the toxicity and then my environment, you know, my upbringing and then seeing that same thing, me as an adult, but seeing it with some other kid growing up that way and seeing his mom be the way she's being and not acting accordingly, you know, and I felt what he was feeling because afterwards he was like, hey man, I'm sorry. Because he was on something like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and I'm like, no you're not, but like, I understand, I get it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna touch you either because you're a minor, but he was standing up for his mom. He didn't give a shit if I was 7 feet tall, you know, he's just gonna whoop my ass, period. And I understood that and I felt that. So I just know that I'm grateful for opportunities like that because even though, you know, and I hope that person learned from it as well, but I definitely learned a lot from that situation. And then there was another situation that happened to me that wasn't cool. And I ended up learning it from that situation though too, but I'm grateful. And that's what this journal asks you is, what are you grateful? And these are things that I'm grateful because it's inclusive, right? That all is included with what I just said, like everything you do throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are used to making $100 a day, and you only make $5 a day, you still made some dollars. If you made no dollars, you still had the opportunity to make money or not make money, but you still had the opportunity. It didn't fucking matter. You were present. You were live. You were there. But most of all, I'm grateful, for just what I have in my life right now. My kids as mothers, even though we might not see eye to eye, I'm grateful for BE. I'm grateful for Ab, even though we don't see eye to eye. I'm grateful for my sister, and we damn sure don't see eye to eye. But that's just the thing. It's like you're still given the opportunity. It doesn't matter if we don't see eye to eye. We might see eye to eye tomorrow. We're just, hey, we don't have to agree today. It's all good. Move on. Let's do it moving. That's just, we're still given the opportunity to breathe, man. And you got to remember that, I think we were all clearly reminded when the infancy of the pandemic hit, how many lives were just wiped out. And then like celebrities and entertainers and just singers, musicians, and people just dying, and your own family members. And so now it's like, look, we're all grateful to get older now. I'm grateful that I'm gonna be 40 this year. Okay, I hope that I see it. Okay, but we really got to be grateful for this shit, because it can be taken away like that. I found out today, I had to go do a welfare check on a person to make sure they were alive. I went inside their home and they weren't in there, and I was like, okay, good, they're just somewhere, but I hope they're okay. But I was like, where's Danny at? Where's Danny? And people were calling me, hey, this is going on. We need to check on this person. I'm like, find out where Danny's at. And they were like, who's Danny? So I get there and I go knock on the door of this lady who her son is Danny, and he was killed 3 days ago. And I was thrown back by that because A, one of my tenants died, B, another person just had their life taken away. And C, I always spoke to that guy because he was the spokesperson for his complex. You know what I'm saying? He was the spokesperson where he lived. So not being able to talk to him and be like, hey, what's going on over there was crazy. And then talking to his mom and finding out, so like I said, in an instant, guys, whether we're driving, walking out your front door, I was invited to a high school basketball game on behalf of one of the kids that I used to coach football for 4 years. And him and another kid on his basketball team, I coached them, so we took a picture together. And I was asking them about another kid that I coached who plays for a rival high school out here. And I asked about his dad, who was my assistant coach, who we coached together for 4 years. And I haven't spoke to this guy maybe since 2019, okay? And they said, yeah, coach, he passed away of a heart attack 10 days ago. And I was like, man, I hurt. When I got in the car and I drove back home, I cried. I really cried because I shared a lot of great moments with that man. He helped me grow as a human being. He helped me grow as a coach. He saw my ambition and wanted to help kids in a game that I love, and that I wanted to share that with them. And so he helped incubate my ambitions in coaching. And when he saw what I was doing, he was just like, yo, I don't even need to be here. I'm like, no, you need to be here. I need you here. He was my right-hand man when it came to coaching football. And it was awesome. I was glad I had the opportunity, and I was grateful I had the opportunity to meet this man. And I'm going to say his name. His name is Steve Parr. Rest in peace to Steve Parr. He was a great father, a great coach, a great son, just a great person overall. He was great, just great. So try not to cry right now. It still hurts, but yeah. Steve Parr, rest in peace, brother. We're all gonna miss you. So, but like I said, just grateful for the opportunity that we're given day in, day out, no matter what happens. So I want to go ahead and just kind of pass it around, and everybody can kind of share what you're grateful for.
Just want to give everybody a chance. Whoever, if somebody would like to speak first, I don't mind speaking, but you know, I'd like to offer you first.
Was good.
Uh, I'm feeling good, bro. Jody,
Good, actually.
either any of you guys want to share?
Yeah,
I
bro.
would.
I could just say that I'm very grateful. I mean, hearing Julio talk about this shit's crazy because one of my boys' grandmothers just passed away. She just had a heart attack, and I was very actually really cool with her. She grew like these huge freaking 6, 7 foot buds, bro. Like she always, every time we'd see her, man, like she'd come outside with tequila inside of her coffee cup, and she's like, "Mijo, you want to live long lasting? You take a sip, every other day, and it'll keep your heart going." And it was like she knew she was gonna go soon. She was just kind of like living her last days like however she wanted. She's gonna grow with her son. She's gonna trim all this bud, and she's gonna smoke, and she's gonna drink all her little tequila in her coffee every day. Like it's kind of crazy. Like she's very grateful. She didn't regret any of the shit that she did in her past life to now or anything. And hearing that she passed away was kind of like it was very scary because it's like people like that, they carry so much wisdom and so much genuine life and love inside of them, and when they pass away that way, it's like damn, they didn't deserve that. But to them it's like it's an ending, but kind of like a beginning of a celebration for them also, because like they lived their life, they feel good about it, and they don't regret anything. My grandmother right now is actually in the hospital for COVID, and I just got over this shit. I just got over my bronchitis. I was coughing up blood and shit. And now that I'm good, my grandmother's in there. So it's like, we're just kind of like keeping our prayers up. And it's like, it's hard. And it's like, yeah, it makes you kind of be grateful. Like, dude, like I was able to like get myself out of it. I was taking vitamins. I was taking whatever, promethazine, everything that the doctors are giving me, and like, dude, like, I had to do what I had to do, but I got better, bro. Like I didn't put it in no Sprite or nothing, so we're straight. So my mom was like, "Yo," I was like, "You better keep the Sprite out the house." She's like, "You're a crackhead, Joe." But no, man. Like I'm just trying to collect everything again. Kind of just been quarantined, not really seeing any of my friends, or my phone's broke, so it's like that's another thing. So it's like, yeah, bro, I'm just grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that bronchitis has left my body. I'm grateful that COVID's left my body. Like, I'm just grateful to be here, bro. I'm grateful to get my car up and running again. I'm grateful to have this fucking job. I'm grateful to work on an EP right now. Like, it's just grateful for a lot of shit, bro. And you have to kind of sit back and collect everything, and kind of just ask yourself, like, damn, Joe, like, you don't ever give thanks, but you're always getting shit done. About time you kind of give yourself some credit and give the universe what they give you, man. Yeah. And I'm grateful for everyone in this fucking chat room, by the way. It's been a minute. Appreciate you guys.
Guess I'll go. Yeah. I mean, there's obviously a lot of things to be grateful for. Um, uh, just so y'all know, real lean sucks anyway. Um, but go cannabis. It's so much better for you. But yeah, exactly. See what I mean? You get the vibes. Let me turn up my mic a tiny bit on the program. All right. But yeah, I'm grateful, obviously, for a lot of the things I have in my life. Um, the brand and all of my friends, all the people out here that support us constantly, all the people that support me constantly. Um, I think I'm the most grateful right now. And family and all that other stuff. It goes without being said in my mind. But I think I'm mostly grateful for being myself. Like, I forget that a lot. I tend to forget and get in this path, and I get down a little wormhole of not, and technically doesn't have to be bad. I'm still doing fine, right? But it's just a different me where I'm kind of closed off, and I have to remind myself, like, yo, you got to pick up the train and carry it on your back, and make those moves for yourself. Like, if you don't do it, it's not gonna happen, you know. And so I think I'm mostly grateful for just wanting better for myself, and wanting to advance and grow, which is hard for me to admit. You know, in my 20s, I didn't want to admit I needed growth. But that's the one thing that we always need. We need to grow from stuff and understand stuff happens for a certain reason. You know, I've had a lot of those happen for a reason. God damn it, motherfuckers. Now that I think about it, I'm like, damn, how many times happened for a reason gotta happen in my life? But then I'm grateful for that experience though, right? You know, in my mind, I'm like, it's cool. But I'm grateful for my surroundings and people around me and what I've worked for to this point, and being able to continue working from this point to growing into something different, bigger or smaller, or same radius, whatever. As long as I'm happy, you know, I got and folks around me are good, I'm straight. I'm good. So that's basically where I'm at right now. I don't feel I mean, obviously all the other stuff goes without being said. I'm talented. I'm fucking, you know, my dirtbag scale is like, you know, 99 overall.
Thanks, man.
99 overall, like Madden ratings over here. My running ability is like 50 though, so don't use me running back, quarterback, halfback, fullback, back. All right, love y'all.
Overall, your message is we grow through what we go through, and that's what we've been doing. So appreciate you, Ab. Thank you.
It's open for anybody else that would like to share or.
Yeah, what you're grateful for. It's this daily entry right here, this journal, moments of gratitude. You know, just what are you? It could be something short, something sweet. Don't got to be extensive. Just what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for the chance to try again. And I know that sounds simple, right? But it kind of curtails into everything that everyone has touched on, honestly. The chance to try again, it means a lot. I can't really even express how much that means to me. The opportunity, not even just a chance, an opportunity at a fresh start. One thing I wanted to tell you though, Julio, and we can even talk offline about it though. Experience creates preparedness. Okay, experience creates preparedness, man. Like, think of it like a student in the first grade, right? Their first day in a brand new school. Kind of nervous, don't know what to do, right? But you get to that school year, right? That kid's confident, maybe has a few friends. You know what I'm saying? And you go throughout the years, by the time you're in, you know, your senior year, like, fuck, man, I want to go work and get the hell out of school. Fuck school, whatever. This is lame, done with it, right? Like, you get that experience, right? And what is it? I want to go with this. TTPs, bro, is really what I wanted to boil down to it. Tactics, techniques, and procedures. You said, how do you create a plan to be safer in the environment that you work in? Okay. If there isn't already a plan out there, then I guess it's up to you to make that plan. Okay. And I say that from experience from deployment. We'd be out in Iraq escorting personnel. Like, we weren't here to escort Department of State, you know, ambassadors. But here we are doing this. So what do? Well, let's figure this out. We created a gun truck platoon where we created convoy procedures. Hey, spacing. Hey, gunnery lanes. Hey, learn your sectors of fire. We actually, you know, we created these steps, and you create these procedures. And when you do these missions, like, you learn. Like, that's where you're taking everything that you've learned and you're putting it into action in these missions. And sometimes things go great, And sometimes things, well, they don't go great, you know? Sometimes it's crazy. And that's how, and that's why I say I'm thankful for the chance to try again. Because like you said, you're still here. No matter how scary or how deadly or whether or not, you know, you made it or someone else who you didn't make it, bro, like you're still there to, as Ab said, bear that weight. All right. But like my brother over here said, you also gotta love yourself too, bro. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a balancing act, right? It's a really big balancing act. It's crazy, man. But the chance to try again, bro, like I feel like I've been trapped in my head for a lot of years. For a lot of years with not a very good outlet to you know let it out, or not a proactive way to let it out. You know, and I'm still working on that. You know, and sometimes you just shut down like this. Like right now, my mind's racing 1,000,000 miles a minute. Don't know why, but it is. But the chance to try again, bro, to still be here after whatever experience you go through, bro. Man, you can't ask for or be any more grateful than that. Even if it sucks, even if you wake up and say, "Man, life sucks," or "Hey, man, life's great, bro, work's great," or no matter your fucking outlook on it, bro, you're in it. What you gonna do with it, bro?
That part right there. What you gonna do with it?
What you gonna do with it? Falling out here.
Not that.
I'm not gonna throw it. You know, it's mental health is such man, it's hard. It's hard, but then you have a cat and a dog in the background. Mental health's like, bro, you go to snap mode. You want to like catch the cat. Like, stop it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, but in all seriousness, bro, the chance, beat a dead horse, bro. The chance to try again. Remember that thing? Remember. I always beat this too, bro. Equanimity. Remember what equanimity is, right? I'll beat the shit out of that till I die. It ain't always gonna be good. It ain't always gonna be bad, man. But it's gonna be both, no matter what. There's a balance. So just balance it.
That's a new one for me. I'm gonna save that one. Thank you.
Equanimity. Look it up. Equanimity. It's a teaching in the Buddhism. Well, it should be one of the laws of Buddhism, but it's not. Equanimity. It's understanding, man, that you're gonna have good times in your life. Well, your business is gonna be booming, right? Things are gonna be rolling, man. And then sometimes your business might not be booming, bro. You might be pitfalling. You might need to rebrand, reface, move. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't always gonna be bad either. Just like it's not always gonna be good. That's just the way life is. And if you cut yourself short, you're gonna miss out on that experience. And remember what I said in the beginning: experience creates preparedness. The more you experience, prepares you for the inevitable, whatever that might be. And that's all I really want to say on that. Go experience something. You know, go experience something. I'm gonna take a dab.
We love you, Frank.
Love you, Frank.
Yeah, no, I think that I like everyone's points have been really, really thorough. Like, and we all get a great understanding from each other on that. A lot of growth there. I love it. Love it.
No kidding.
Does anybody else feel like sharing?
Right.
My bad.
I would.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm definitely grateful for the experiences I am going through at the moment. I took time out for myself to actually, instead of feeling like overwhelmed, I'm actually just very calm and noticing little points here and there along the way. They're kind of being kept for like mindfulness for certain scenarios. I'm going to say healthy scenarios of possibilities. We'll say that. Not paranoia, not pessimism, but just in case there is a possible reality that this could be happen type of thing. You know, how are you going to do with that in your situation? How are you going to feel? And it's like at the moment that I am experiencing it, kind of going with the flow. I like this pace. I don't have to think. I don't have to do anything that I do not want to or that I do not feel is necessary for me. And I'm kind of enjoying where it's at. So it's very peaceful. I like that. I like to not have that disturbed at all or disrupted, not manipulated in whatsoever form.
Respect. Oh yeah. Talk that shit, Mars. That's how it should be. You know, and people gotta respect that, you know, that that's what you want and that's how you are right now and that's your choice, then don't
That's why
don't
there's boundaries. And if people can't respect boundaries, then they don't deserve access to you, period.
you know, stay up out my Kool-Aid, right?
That part.
Mm, yeah. I love it. I love everybody chiming in and sharing. You know, you don't have to share, but you guys choose to, and I appreciate that for those sharing.
If we still got time, I'll share too.
Yeah, please continue. Absolutely.
Yeah. Uh, I'm grateful for everything in my life right now. Everything I've gone through, like the good and the bad. Just because sometimes I get lost in wanting things to be good all the time, and you forget that it's not good for things to be good all the time. It's good for it's not like bad things happen for a reason. It reminds you of life, and life is rough. Life is hard. So it's like without that, if you like, you can't forget about it. You got to always keep that in mind.
Big time. Yeah. There's a lot of gems and jewels that are being dropped tonight. I love it because I hope that there's people watching that are going through what they're going through and they can see that hey, it's okay.
Yeah, I wanted to shout out the seven people that have been watching tonight. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Can't do it without y'all either. Can't do it without the people in the room. Share it if you guys can. Click the thumbs up. We appreciate you. We have a Patreon now. We're getting ready to start supercharging, and we'll have a lot of mental health stuff available on there. We're starting to get it all built up. So stay tuned to that. We appreciate y'all tuning in always.
Yeah. Big time. Those rocking with us this whole time, just a steady seven. Any of those seven people watching, if you want to go ahead and say something in the chat, which you're grateful for, you're more than welcome. That's why we're all here. And you're also more welcome to join the chat here on Discord. We make it available for you to go ahead and get involved and join our community. We have a pretty big community. Sometimes we're in here watching movies, comedy, we're talking shit, we're playing video games, listening to music. I mean, you name it, we're doing it in here. And I'm really grateful for that because I'm starting to see more people seeing what we're doing and translating that in other areas and doing that themselves. And I'm not mad at that. I'm glad that they're providing platforms for people that could be involved and help cater to their mental health needs, because it's for everybody, and we just want to be available for those who feel like there isn't anything available or they maybe don't feel safe. We're not here to hold anything against anybody here. We all make mistakes. We've made some bad mistakes in our lives that we're not proud of. We've all done it. We've done it all in here. Nobody's claiming to be perfect, on a high horse, or brand new. But when we're given a new opportunity, and that being the dais, then you know what I'm saying? You're gonna take full advantage of that and try to own it. So, but please feel free. Anybody else wants to share, go ahead. If not, I wanted to go ahead and talk about something that I learned today. So there's a thing called EMDR therapy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you what that is. This is something that I learned today, and it makes total sense. Me and Frank were actually talking about this before we got on live, and shout out to Mars for emailing this to me for tonight. So EMDR therapy, it's trauma in the brain, and this is how it could help. So our brains have a natural way to recover from distress. Many times traumatic experiences can be managed and resolved spontaneously. Other times our flight, fight, or freeze response prevents distress from being processed without help. So the amygdala activity increases. The amygdala acts as an alarm signal for stressful events and helps protect us from danger. Trauma can cause the amygdala to stay overactive, which can lead to feelings of anxiety or being in danger. Okay? So there's also the hippocampus shrinks. The hippocampus assists with learning and memory storage, including how to remember safety and danger. It helps calm the amygdala. Trauma can cause the hippocampus to shrink. Cues to calm the amygdala are weakened, which may cause flashbacks or confusion around the trauma memory. These words are crazy, but we're rolling with it. All right. The prefrontal cortex shrinks. The prefrontal cortex manages thoughts, behaviors, and helps us control our emotional response to events. Normally, this area helps us decide that the situation is okay. So trauma that can weaken signals from this area, allowing negative emotions from that trauma. Memory can take over the prefrontal cortex reasoning ability. So the EMDR therapy helps the brain process traumatic memories, allowing normal healing communication to resume. After successful EMDR therapy, the fight, flight, or freeze response from the traumatic event is resolved. So that's what EMDR is, okay? It's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to see if we could share this, in the link at the end of this video, and provide this, or maybe we'll post it in our story. I'm gonna post it in my story, what I'm looking at. And then also it tells you, what it is, and it breaks it down like in brainstorming ideas. It's kind of like a cartoon animated thing for like kids to look at as well. And so it says, what is EMDR therapy? It stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Is a therapy proven to help reduce symptoms related to depression, trauma and PTSD, anxiety, addictions, phobias, and other emotional problems. How does EMDR work? EMDR has a direct effect on the way the brain processes information, releasing emotional experiences that are trapped in the nervous system. A trained therapist works with an individual to recall a disturbing thought, feeling, or memory. Then comes bilateral stimulation, aka something you could see, hear, feel, or touch that occurs by moving side to side in a pattern, for example, moving your eyes back and forth. The disturbing memories are reprocessed by the brain, resulting in painful feelings being exchanged for more resolved peaceful feelings. People report making more progress in this much less time with EMDR therapy than it is in traditional talk therapy. Research also shows a success rate for EMDR in the treatment of PTSD of 80 to 90% and up to half the time of talk therapy. So nothing against talk therapy, but this is just another way to continue therapy. You know what I'm saying? There's still other tools, outlets, and information for us to apply to our own mental health. And see, this right here, what we're doing right now and how I'm talking and everything that's here involved with this is applied for the own betterment of my own personal mental health. This helps me out. I practice what I preach. And I'm not trying to preach, I'm just sharing, you know, that I'm a human being. I have mental health, I have anxiety, you know, I make mistakes, I have second thoughts, I've had thoughts of suicide, I carried out suicide unsuccessfully, you know, so I've been there and I've done it, but I'm not trying to cry about it, I'm just trying to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I'm thankful for today, is because we're able to do this right now for you guys, everybody in here, all 177 people watching right now. Yeah, you know. Shout out to Mars once again for providing that literature as well.
You guys can always catch anything we talk about mental health or list suggestions in the mental health text chat here in the Discord. Like I said, scan that little barcode or, communitybookclub.org. But, you can find it. Should be pretty simple for most people. But, barcode mania.
FYI, don't drink cannellini when you're trying to read because your tongue starts to move.
Yeah, I can tell you're getting twisted over there with talking. You're like, hold on, I should be able to say this shit. I'm the guy that usually says the big words. Hold on.
But yeah, you get it. We got it, and it's good. That's why our Be Well Wednesdays are for us to be here for each other and make sure that we continue to be well. So, you know the vibes.
All right. I appreciate everybody always coming to the meetings. We're here on every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Share the link and everything. You can check our bio on Instagram. Go to bornevil.com, find some merch. Patreon is up and lit. I'll see y'all on the other side. Thank you to everybody that came tonight and everybody watching on the channel. We're going to see you guys again soon. Thank you.
Have a good night.